Hello and welcome to Wednesday. It is time for another TGIW. Thank God it is Wednesday. So let's get the elephant out of the room, elephant in the room out of the way. So the last few weeks, you probably noticed I've been wearing a hat during all my videos. During our quarantine times, my hair had become, when it gets a little bit too long, it gets really unruly and difficult to do anything with. So I just started wearing a hat all the time. I got tired of it. I got tired of wearing the hat. I love my hat, but I can't wear it all the time. And when I wasn't just around the house, it was still getting in my face and stuff. So I said, you know what? Hair, I'm done with you. So I got rid of it. We'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully it grows back. So, new stuff for today. It wasn't a huge week, but it wasn't bad. I think we have some quality stuff in here. Amazing Spider-Man number 45. So we're starting the Sins of the Past. What were they calling it? Sins or with Sin Eater. Anyway, the story arc is starting officially here after the prelude of last week. Legion of Superheroes number 7. I think we're starting a new arc here, so hopefully it gets better than what it was. A 2 for Ninja Turtles we have, which was kind of crazy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 107, as well as Annual 2020. That's pretty cool. I know whenever I get done reading a TMNT book, I wish I had more to read. Now I'll have that, right? I'll read 107. I'll be like, dang, I wish I had more TMNT to read. Oh, wait, there's the annual. Symbiote Spider-Man, Alien Reality, number 5. I can't remember if this is the last issue or if there's one more. Iron Man 2020. This is kind of, it's got to be getting close to the end, right? So I think it's a 6-issue series there. Empire number 3. So a new issue of this is coming out every week. I'm not getting any of the tie-ins other than those that tie in to books I'm currently reading, but there's a number of like mini-series and stuff like that. And if you're reading those, let me know how they are. Oh, someone's getting restless. What's up, pup? If they're any good, let me know. I looked ahead and I saw like there's so many of them. Like there's just no way. It's just too much. And I feel that I'm getting the story out of the Empire series, the main series. So, Archie number 713. This is the last issue of the Katie Keene arc, which I don't know hasn't been super great, but apparently I saw an ad. In the back of this. So the Free Comic Book Day Archie book came out, and because Archie's on my poll, my comic dealer threw it in. But I did see in the back of this there is an advertisement for a CW show of Katie Keene, which I guess is probably why she was showing up here to sort of, I don't know, garner excitement. Can you get excited about Katie Keene? I don't know. And then lastly, we have Lucifer Book 3. Which I'm super excited about. All these Sandman Universe books I get in trade. They just read so much better that way, and they've all been fantastic. So I'm excited to jump into that. All right. So before we talk about what we're going to delve into this week, we need to cover what was read last week. So last week was all the new books from last week was a beefy week. Just to give you a hint, what I ended up doing. That's what I read last week. I spent the vast majority of my downtime reading, which was fantastic. So the new books of last week, I'm not going to go over all those. But because if you're interested in what those are, you look up the last TGIW. But it was a lot of stuff. And really, it was pretty much all really solid stuff, except maybe for this. the Secret Files of Joker Harley, where it was literally Secret Files. I skimmed most of this. I can't get into, like, I like prose. Like, I like reading regular books. But I don't like reading prose. I don't like when prose is in my comics. So when I sit down for a comic, I want to read a comic. When I sit down for prose, I want to read prose. So I don't like when they mix, intermingle. But other than that, everything was really good. All right, so last week, I said I was going to read What If 1 through 3. So I read that. I also read issue 4. These are so much fun, these What Ifs. And I know they have at least a couple volumes of collected editions of the first volume of What If. Fairly reasonably, like the Marvel price of, it was like $35-$40 for a collection of, I don't know, 15 to 20 issues, somewhere around there. But considering that these are thicker books, it's well worth it. So getting individual issues of this is tough. Believe me, I went through it. It took a while. But if you can get those collected editions, these are so much fun. Just the, it's always changing one little thing about a story that ends up having huge repercussions. So, for example, with What If Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four, this is, in Spider-Man 1, he breaks into the Fantastic Four's building because he wants to become, he wants as a tryout for becoming a member of the Fantastic Four because he needs money. Only to find out that they don't make money. They donate all their money to scientific research and whatnot. They don't get a salary. But it turned that he ends up actually joining anyway. Reed's like, you know what? I was thinking about actually starting to pay people, like give them a stipend or whatever. So maybe we'll bring you on and go from there. So he joins the Fantastic Four fairly early on, and ends up kind of pushing Sue out a little bit. I think they go on a space trip, but the ship that they're on is still only designed to hold 4 people. So they decide to take Spider-Man instead of Sue, and they end up just doing fine. And while they're away, Sue kind of shacks up with Namor, and in the end, Sue ends up with Namor. It's kind of like, it's weird. Let's see. What if, can't remember which one of these it was. I think it was what if the Hulk had the brain of Bruce Banner. In the end, basically the Thing ends up becoming the Hulk, becoming like the mindless monster of the Hulk. They rarely go where you think they're going to go, which makes them so much fun. All right, and then Namor. So this is where a good chunk of it was. So I said I was going to read Namor 26 through 30. I ended up reading 26 through 40. I read 10 extra issues of Namor. Now, Namor number 26. This is where John Byrne, he's still writing, but he is no longer doing the art. And you can tell because it turns to full-on 90s mode here. Like full-on 90s art. And I think he only writes for maybe 3 more issues. And from there, things just go off the rails. I'm not enjoying it near as much. What John Byrne had set up with Namor running this corporation, it was really interesting. The stories were great. The way that the action and the adventure popped up was really thoughtful. But now I haven't heard about the Oracle Corporation in at least 10 issues. It's like completely abandoned. he's all just in the water now, and he's totally like savage and crazy, and that whole thing was like, hey, we discovered how to make you not unstable anymore. This totally abandoned, like all the great stuff that John Byrne set up in the first 25 issues. They're like, you know what? No, this is the 90s. We are obligated to churn out crap. So here we go. It's really disappointing. Like I'm still having fun with it, but I mean, obviously I read 10 more issues than I had planned to. But I'm really disappointed of where it turned after issue 25. So that might be good news for other people, because if you have any interest in Namor, you only need to get issues 1 through 25, and then you're pretty good. I can reach out to me and I'll tell you what happens if you're worried about any sort of cliffhanger. But after that, stories aren't so good. All right, so I was able to get through a bit more because I did have some off time from work this week. So I doubt I'll be able to reach that sort of level this week. So this week I will go ahead and read all the new stuff, including the Lucifer 3 trade. And then I'll kind of aim for the same thing, what I originally shot for last week. 3 issues of What If. So What If issues 5, 6, and 7. That's what if Captain America hadn't vanished during World War II. What if the Fantastic Four had different superpowers. And what if someone else other than Spider-Man had been bitten by the radioactive spider. I'm real excited for this one. So it's going to be what if John Jameson, Flash Thompson, or Betty Brant got bitten by the spider. That should be fun. And then 5 issues of Namor, 41 through 45. I'm well over halfway through. I think there's 60, almost 70 issues somewhere around there of Namor. So I'm well over halfway done with that, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, that's it. I mean, the week, it wasn't super heavy, but it's not super light. This seems like a good balance. Some fun stuff of older stuff to read. I'm excited for that. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of my pickups this week. Let me know if you've read any of that What If Volume 1. Oh man, Wendigo's like, it's time to go. I want to go outside and play. But like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what's going on with everyone, and don't forget to make yours Titan.